All right, we should be live.
Are we live right now?
I
How do
think
I look, Sean? How do I look?
I think you look delicious.
Let me see if it comes up on my. Oh, yep, there it is. I see that we're live.
I just don't know how much my TV volume is gonna be picked up.
Maybe I should check with our fans. Okay, are you able to see the chat on the side?
I am, and so far nobody has said anything.
Okay. I want to tell my brothers and everyone else. Okay, we're live on YouTube. If you guys want to watch us, watch the trailer. Watch us watch the trailer. Why don't you already?
We got about 2.5 minutes till halftime.
The current clock, right as I say this, is 2:41.
I am at 2:29, so I'm way ahead of you.
That's not good.
So I will hold my reactions for 11 seconds when I see the trailer
Yeah, we can watch it in sync
on YouTube after.
on YouTube afterwards. I've got YouTube up. It will give me a notification when they publish a video.
I will keep a muted reaction. Pretend that I'm not interested in this movie.
I'm at 2:29.
I'm also at 2:29, but that's because they've been there for a while waiting for the play to go.
They're going to hike the ball when
They-
I say.
They called a timeout.
They called a timeout. Yep. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, baby. So, Sean, what are your expectations for this trailer? Did you see the teaser? There's been about 4 that I've seen, teasers for the trailer. Most of them are recycled footage. The only new footage I've seen is 3 of them in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. Then there's one of Rey hugging Leia. That's not new. Then there's them, I guess, walking up the hill, looking at the Death Star, and then looking at the desert planet I don't remember the name of. But the newest footage I saw was the Millennium Falcon in front of a armada of Resistance Rebellion ships, including what some people say is the Ghost.
So I only saw a still image of the Millennium Falcon in front of the Ghost, but I haven't seen any moving images. And I kind of didn't want to. I wanted to just I want this to be a fresh experience, even though I know people are saying it's the Ghost. And honestly, we thought that the Ghost was also in Rogue One. And I just am wondering why so many people want to see the Ghost in a live action movie, unless we see some characters that we can confirm are members of the crew of the Ghost, which they would all be really old at this point by the time Rise of Skywalker happened. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess I should be more excited if it is the Ghost, but hey,
There's a bunch of people in the chat room.
tons of people.
Hello, everyone.
Shout out to Paige Gilmore. Paige Gilmore in the chat. Nice.
I am so excited. Sean and I have purchased our tickets for the trailer. Purchased our tickets for episode 9. We'll be taking a trip together to go see it. Even though we are far away from each other, we are not missing this opportunity.
No, we are not. So the trailer should be happening right as halftime starts. That's what we have been expecting.
Yeah, so with The Last Jedi, as soon as went to halftime, Mike Tirico introduced the trailer, did a little 10-second spiel, and then turned on the trailer. I'm concerned about, like you said, the audio, how my TV will sound. I'm just going to say, I'm going to turn up the volume. I want to hear it. And I'm sorry to anyone watching if it's tough to hear what's happening. but we will break it down later once it's posted on YouTube. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah, I feel like this should just be a reaction. I don't think we need to catch every detail, obviously, because it's going to be too tough to sync it up. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I feel like this is obviously the final trailer, so we're about 2 months out from the movie. This is the last little bit of footage that we're going to be getting in a full trailer, so I'm pretty excited.
So let me just respond to some people here. We're not going to show the trailer on our screen. Sorry, Dark Truth. We don't have a streaming link for the trailer yet. We assume it's going to be posted to YouTube immediately following it's shown on Monday Night Football. So as soon as we see it post on the Star Wars YouTube channel, we'll watch it together. Movies are still good. I don't know what you're talking about. Movies are fantastic. Depends on the movie, of course.
Yeah, Mustard Mob, part of the fandom menace here. He doesn't like the movies anymore.
Andrew, I don't have the trailer link. I'm sorry. Again, like I said, it will be posted on YouTube. We assume. I can't imagine. I assume as soon as it hits Twitter that it's live, they'll also post it. You know, this is Disney. It's a well-oiled machine. You know, they're on top of their game. I want to put the chat up so I can actually see what's going on here. Just for those of you who are new to our channel, I just want to say, maybe I should introduce myself. I'm Joseph. This is my buddy Sean. We've been friends for 10 years or longer now. This is our Salty Socks podcast. We break down Star Wars. We have a lot of fun discussing the intricacies of Star Wars. We have movie rankings. We have in-depth breakdowns of movies. We have reviews of movies. I'm sure when The Mandalorian comes out, we'll be doing some of those as well. So if you like good quality Star Wars content, I encourage you to subscribe and enjoy and watch some of our previous episodes.
And we both have small children under the age of 5 that like to make appearances on the show too. So hashtag dad life. If you like to see live streams where babies might be crying, this is the place for you.
Let us know if there's anything wrong with the stream. It doesn't look like anyone's saying anything. Oh, good job, Andrew. I'm glad you already have tickets. How did you get them, Andrew? I'm so glad. If you guys don't know, those of you watching, tickets are available. We were under the assumption that tickets wouldn't be available until the trailer was shown, but I hopped on Fandango just to kind of have my website ready, and I saw that there was a link to go get it. So I bought tickets for us. So go get the tickets if you can. They were already sold out in some of the theaters I went to. But that was a Thursday night show, I think 7 o'clock, non-3D.
Yeah, it looks like we're at about 75 viewers right now, which is honestly more than I expected us to have. So for those of you who have recently joined us, we are planning to react live to the new Episode 9 Rise of Skywalker trailer that is going to drop at the beginning of halftime. So we're about, yeah, just a few minutes away from what we anticipate to be the release of the new trailer, and we're going to watch it here together live.
There is a bit of a time delay between Sean and I. I think Sean's about 8 seconds, 7 seconds ahead of me. We apologize for that. That's just the nature of the beast when you're doing streaming from different parts of the country.
If you see my eyes darting to the left, it is because I am motioning my children to go back to bed. So that is the sign language that I'm performing.
My children are already in bed, I hope. Yes, we will give details of the trailer as not the first time we watch it. I don't imagine we'll be live talking. I don't imagine we'll be talking through the trailer, but after it is posted, we will talk about the trailer in depth. No, I don't think Luke will die again. He's already dead. I don't see how you can die again. I do think Luke will be not in the trailer, but in this movie as a Force ghost, haunting Kylo Ren. Other big
That's a bold prediction, Joseph. You think Luke's going to be in here as a Force ghost?
Also, big news. Welcome from Brazil. Big news is Matt Smith of Doctor Who fame and what else has he been in? Was he in, not Downton? Some other period
No, he's in The
piece.
Crown. He's in The Crown.
The Crown, of course. Sorry. His part of the movie has been shrouded in mystery by J.J. Abrams for the past, 18 months. There have been rumors that he's been in it, and then it was leaked that he was, and then J.J. came out and said he wasn't. But I guess on a AMC movie page, he is listed as in the movie. So, knowing J.J. Abrams. Someone screaming?
No one's screaming on my end.
Knowing J.J. Abrams, it seems as though his mystery of who Matt Smith is, I think it's young Palpatine, is been leaked to the public. I mean, his role in the movie hasn't been leaked, but the fact that he's in the movie has been confirmed.
Right.
Man, so many incomplete passes. Can we just get to halftime already?
I know, we're about a minute away of game time, which could be, at this rate, another 15 minutes. So we'll see. I see Cage Cheese is in the chat. Uncle Bucket's here making an appearance, and he loves the Patriots. So he's obviously having a good night here watching the Patriots destroy the Jets.
Was that a surprise for anyone? Oh, thank you, Tyler. Joseph is king. That's right. Kanye's what's the Kanye album coming out?
Yeah, something like that. Jesus is king, I think.
How are they going to bring him back? Who are you talking about, Massive?
I think he's talking about Palpatine. Joseph and I disagree on this. I think that Palpatine will be back in the flesh. That we will see him on screen with some sort of body, whether that's a clone body, whether that, I don't know, but he will have a tangible body in this movie. That is my prediction.
I think he's going to possess someone, and it will be his spirit or ghost or presence that will be mainly in the movie. Because, and here's the reason why, and you can watch this in depth in our first trailer breakdown, is the fact that they have a fake and terrible looking Palpatine on the movie poster lends me to think that they did not actually get Ian McDermott in a Palpatine costume.
For all of us devout fans that watched the Star Wars Celebration reveal and saw that Ian McDermott, the actor that plays Palpatine, came out on stage to a fanfare and the ominous music and the red lighting, and then he brought up the microphone and he said, "Roll it again," and they played the trailer again. I'm like, if Palpatine, Ian McDermott, the actor, is not on screen in this movie, it's the biggest troll in Disney Lucasfilm history. He has to be in this
Ian
movie.
is in it. Someone is saying, I think he is in it. I don't think he physically is in it. I think his spirit is in it. The time is coming up. I have 35 seconds left in the half. How much time do you have, Sean?
On 28 seconds, there was just an incomplete pass to Edelman. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, just saw it.
So because Joseph's about 5 or 6 seconds behind me, I'm going to shout everything that happens before he can see it.
I like that shirt, by the way. Where'd you get that
Yeah,
one?
I think Sarah asked what's on my shirt. Joseph and I both are alumni of BYU, and this shirt has the founder of the school, Brigham Young, with a flat brim cap on, which was stylish back in the late 1800s. You know, Andrew, I feel like Joseph and I, honestly, we This is our very first time trying to live stream. I'm sure with more practice and research, we could probably do something like get it on our screen, the TV feed. But right now, where this is the best we got. So
The problem is, as I understand it, is we can't put copyrighted material on here, and if they see that we have the football game on our channel, they may not like that and take the stream down. So that's what I assume is why we're not going to be showing the trailer.
right. I think I saw Craig Stevens say something about Jar Jar, and I wanted to say that I am a huge proponent of the Darth Jar Jar theory, and I love that fan theory. I think it's the greatest. I want to see. I know Jar Jar had a canon ending as some sort of street clown or something in one of the books or comics, and I'm like, no. He needs to have a proper on-screen ending as a Dark Lord of the Sith in Episode 9. Who's with me? Chat, let me see. Let me see some Jar Jar in the chat.
Sean, is there any way you can pause your stream for 7 seconds, or is that not possible?
Pause
Maybe
my stream?
Pause your ESPN stream. But let's not worry about it.
You know what? It took me enough to get it on. I tried 4 different people's logins. Hopefully ESPN doesn't come after me. I don't have a cable account, so I was asking anybody and everybody for a login username.
Someone's speaking German in the chat. You know what they're saying there?
Oh yeah, I do. No, I do not. I'm so sorry, but I'm sure it is great input. Can someone Google Translate that, what we have in the chat here? All right, I got to see Tom Brady running into the tunnel. It's halftime for me.
Okay, here we go. Trailer comes out very soon. Should I mute mine for this?
No, because I don't know whose audio is the source here.
Skywalker coming up soon on the Genesis halftime show.
Sorry, that may have been too loud. Okay, here we go. Oh, a commercial.
Yeah, I got a car commercial with Charlie Puth on it.
Yeah, I've got it too. Speaking of which, did you hear the news about? Never mind. Dennis Quaid.
And his very, very young wife, fiance.
Yeah. Don't you just love Dennis Quaid?
Not a fan. He's my mortal enemy, my nemesis. Steve Young, BYU people.
Oh man, I thought we would.
Please do not tell me we have to sit through this analysis. Some of us are not football fans.
They know. They have us. They know that we're watching. Okay, Steve Young. I love you, man, but wrap it up.
Wrap it up, Steve.
Why are they bringing all these fans on the field? What are they doing?
I think Daisy Ridley is going to come out.
Daisy. Something's going on here. Do you want to come down and watch? Sorry, we have a visitor who wants to watch.
You can never give an inch. 24-0. I'm not going to field. I am going to attack. I'm not going to give up anything, and I'm going to let my
poor Jets fans.
I'm here for you. We're going to fight.
Shout out MD Fallen 13. Nice work. Scott Van Pelt introduces it. Andrew's already seeing it. It's coming up, boys.
Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. I'm seeing it.
Shut up. Shut up. I haven't seen it yet.
All right, it's time. Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Would you like me to stop talking so you can see the exclusive, highly anticipated...
What is Luke Skywalker doing to that poor child?
Would you shut up?
Skywalker? Okay, I can do that.
Come on, SVP. Let's go. Okay.
Lando.
Whoa.
People will fight if we leave them. People keep telling me they know me.
Whoa. Whoa.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
What?
The destiny that lies.
That's Luke.
Oh.
What?
That's him. That.
What was that?
That was Palpatine at the end.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Oh man, that was so tough to do because I feel like you were behind me. I didn't want to say anything.
Okay, now I want to. It looks like it was posted. No, not yet. That's Dude Perfect. Not Star Wars that posted it yet. Oh, someone said Yoda was in there? Okay, I think what we need to talk about is who that mechanical thing was walking towards.
With the black hood, which is it's either obviously it's Palpatine or it's classic J.J. Abrams trying to throw us off.
Matt Smith.
I think it's Matt Smith.
Oh, there it is. Okay, just posted. Shall we watch it again?
Okay, is there a way that I can get it off of YouTube onto my...
Hey, man. It's posted. I'm going to watch it again. You better catch up, boy.
Well, to watch it with the chat is what I'm saying.
Oh, I gotcha. Which I could pull up chat on mine over here. I don't need to be looking at Skype call right now. I'll have the chat up on my phone.
Is it on the official Star Wars account?
Yes, yes. There it is. Oop. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, there it is. Okay, I'm turning off the TV. Oh, can you still see me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Okay, now let me pull up our little chat room here. Okay. Ooh, I don't know whose voice was at the beginning. Abby, good question. Let me see if I can figure that out. Okay, you still there, Sean? Tell me when you have it pulled up on your computer.
My question is, if I have it on my computer,
Will it mess up the stream?
how do I get it from, how do I, super professional here, everybody.
Oh, man. Okay, so I believe that first planet is Endor. I assume the jungle planet. What was the deal with C-3PO? Looking at you guys for the last time? What does he mean?
I don't know. I thought when we saw in the last D23 footage of his eyes turning red, I was under the assumption that maybe they had to upload some sort of Sith holocron that maybe only he could translate or unlock. Even though only a Sith can unlock a Sith holocron, but maybe there was some sort of message inside that he needed to translate. But now to see that little alien thing kind of working on him and his his back wiring, I'm not sure. He might download some sort of message or holocron or something from Palpatine and realize that he thinks they're doomed or the odds are against them, as is customary for C-3PO. I don't know. So he might be losing hope a little bit.
Okay, it kind of. I mean, I may be speaking superlatives here, but it kind of looked like it was a large battle scene akin to Endgame, where you had all those people on different animals charging. You had all those different ships. I mean, it looked like it's going to be an epic battle at the end. You there?
Oh, I'm here. I'm trying to get this YouTube video onto this stream. Sorry.
I see what you're
I'm
doing.
thinking that I can, maybe, if it works.
Is R2-D2 in that trailer? I didn't even see him.
Here, I have it up on the stream here. Can everybody in the chat see this?
It's an instinct.
When you better live, I agree.
Feeling.
That sounds speculate.
The force brought us together. We're not alone.
Okay, I'm ready to watch this again. You ready?
People will fight if we lead them.
Did anybody just see what I just had on the stream? Or no? On my screen it looked like I had it on our stream on OBS.
Sarah's giving me a thumbs up.
Oh, well I turned it off now. Sorry.
Andrew says he sees it. Okay, let's do it. Tell me when you're pushing play.
Okay, let me do it again. Sorry.
I may be off camera here. Oh, thanks Corey. Thanks Movie Reviews. Thanks James. Thanks Bassett. Thanks Junker. Jerunkle.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
It's loading.
Tell me when it's playing.
And go.
Lucasfilm Limited. Okay, this beginning part scared me a bit. Oh, hat's coming down. Is that the same hat
From Jakku?
Jakku?
Feeling.
That must be on the Kickstarter. It looks good too.
So Lando's sitting there in the middle.
Oh yeah, there's Lando.
People will fight if we lead them.
Oh, did you see Mary or Pippin?
Yeah, Pippin in the background there.
No one does.
No one knows except for Kylo Ren. Oh my god. Ice Planet, Sonic, maybe.
So is that where Palpatine's been hanging out?
great, but I don't think it is.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. One last look, sir. At my friends. At my friends.
One last look at my friend. White Wing. I love White Wing. That BB-8 leads the charge. What are they destroying?
The Force will be with you.
That's Palpatine. Always. But it's not. Okay, go back to. Are they on the ship in space? At 154, it looks like they're on ships in space. What? BB-8's leading the charge.
Yeah, I don't know. My initial reaction from this is there wasn't anything like the D-23 shot that was super unexpected. Did anything stand out to you that you felt like was really mind-blowing or unexpected?
The machine thing walking towards Rey.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I am of the opinion, like I already said, that Palpatine will be in this movie. So if he's on some sort of life support or half machine, half, his broken body when Vader threw him down the shaft of the Death Star, like, I don't know. I think that he might still be alive.
Sorry, I'm just having to go through some of these comments and removing them. Sorry, guys. I don't know what this has to do with the feminist agenda. You're in timeout. Star Wars is not about a feminist agenda, people. It's a movie about escapism. It's a movie about fictional people fighting fictional people.
Yeah, I agree with Jeremy Clark in the chat. I didn't think there was a real wow moment, but I mean, obviously, I'm excited, and the C-3PO part is obviously very interesting. The rest of the trailer just seemed to be, once again, kind of shots like the first trailer was of like this character's in it and this character's in it, and Kylo and Rey are obviously going to be doing some cool lightsaber battles in some really cool settings.
As opposed to the first trailer where I felt like we didn't see a whole lot of Act 3 things, I feel like we see a significant amount of Act 3 battle preparations.
So my question is are their journey to the debris of the Death Star, is that a first act scene or a last act?
I think it's got to be first because you can't introduce Palpatine in the last third of the ninth movie. Be like, oh, here's Palpatine. I think he's going to be from Act 1, Act 2 transition. Dark Rey.
I mean, let's remember that J.J. Abrams is directing this movie, and people said in Force Awakens when the scroll came up, Luke Skywalker has vanished, that they thought, clearly this has to answer that question, and we got Luke in literally the last 15 seconds of the movie.
We also thought from the trailer that Finn was still a Jedi, so...
Exactly. In Force Awakens, everyone thought Finn was the Force user Jedi.
What is the thing they're destroying? Kylo and Rey are jointly destroying some... It looks like Vader's mask. From my perspective, it looks like a Vader.
Yeah, and it just kind of crumbles into dust.
Could Hayden Christensen be in this?
I mean, he better be, or I'm boycotting.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, I once again, I think no wow moment, but I'm still super excited for the movie. Obviously, we've already bought our tickets. I'm looking forward to it. I am we've talked about this on a past video, Joseph, and I don't know if my feelings will change until we see this movie, but I am a little bit nervous about them pulling this off because I just think there are so many expectations by different subsets of the fan base on what this movie needs to do. I mean, we need Jar Jar in it. We need Force Ghost Akbar, I'm seeing in the chat. We need Evil Clone Rey. We need Palpatine back. We need Vader. We need Hayden Christensen. We need Ewan McGregor. We need everybody back in this Force Ghost Han Solo you were talking to me about last couple weeks ago that I thought was ridiculous. So there are so many crazy theories for this movie that people are throwing around that they hope happens. And I'm like, well, if they do all of that stuff, this movie's going to be terrible. So I hope they don't do all of that. But I do want ties to the prequels and ties to the original trilogy and just little fan service Easter eggs I would be a fan of. I know some people cringe at the word fan service, but I would like that. So anyway.
I want a good story. I want a good resolution.
All right, Joseph, and give me some predictions here. If you had to guess a character that is going to die in this movie, now that we've seen all these trailers.
C-3PO. Seems like I think he's done for.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they killed off like C-3PO or R2-D2 or something?
Oh man.
That would be.
They're going to touch Chewie or Lando. I don't know how they're going to do Princess or Senator or what is her name now?
General
Leia.
Listen.
I don't know how they're going to do that.
Based off of the sequel trilogy, we know it's a given fact. Lando and Leia are both dead. They kill all the legacy characters. They're not safe.
Is it safe to say Kylo's dead?
Here's the thing. I was talking to you about this off camera last week or 2 weeks ago. The more and more I hear commentary and things like that, I think Kylo Ren will be redeemed. His death might be part of that redemption. Maybe he sacrifices himself for the Resistance or sacrifices himself to destroy Palpatine. Wouldn't it be interesting if Palpatine tried to possess Kylo Ren and then Kylo Ren in his last act as Ben Solo like committed suicide to destroy Palpatine? That would be crazy.
Ooh. Interesting.
Jake Terabilda, fan service, please define that for us. Jake, you know I am always willing to help you out with your Star Wars knowledge. Fan service basically is something that might be put into a movie or a story that doesn't really serve the plot, but will make the fans feel like, hey, I recognize that or I remember that. Like a cameo of a character from previous movies or something like that. That doesn't have to be in it, but in the background you see something like, oh, fan service. An example of this is how R2-D2 and C-3PO are in every movie. And you see, like in Rogue One, they're in the background before the Battle of Scarif, and it's like they don't need to be in it, but it's just kind of some fan service.
Yeah. Nothing new from the German, sounds like, trailer. Thanks for that, Florian. Abby Naylor says, or he sacrifices himself to save Rey.
That's very possible.
That's a good point, Abby. Very good.
This is what I think about the redemption of Kylo Ren. If this truly is the end of the Skywalker saga, and this movie is supposed to wrap up a 9-film saga on the Skywalkers and that family specifically, and Kylo Ren is technically the last that we know of right now, the last of the Skywalkers, I don't think that they would end the Skywalker legacy, that the story of this family that has changed the course of the galaxy ends on a low note with this brat who is the supreme leader of the First Order, and he goes out like a punk, and Luke was a failed teacher and wasn't able to train his nephew, and the Skywalkers are basically a failure of a family. I don't think that that is a great legacy for the Skywalkers in this saga. So I think he will be redeemed, or at least do something honorable to help Rey or something. I don't know.
I want to hear from people It sounds like there's some discussion going on in the chat. Do you want to see a redeemed Kylo? Do you want to see Kylo pull a Vader, pull an Anakin at the end, and save the day? Yes or no? Let me remind you. He killed his father in cold blood. He tried to kill Luke. Didn't, but he tried to.
Brother, let me remind you, Anakin Skywalker literally killed defenseless children in the Jedi Temple, and that guy got redeemed. Vader killed his own soldiers and officers for literally just little mistakes. He was just choking people out. So I think that if Vader can get redeemed, Kylo Ren can get redeemed.
No, they have not said what the next series of movies will be yet. There is a whole lot of speculation. People think it's Old Republic. People don't know. Nothing's been said. It's just a lot of speculation. I think right now they're focusing on TV shows is the big focus after this movie. So
yeah, I
maybe
mean,
we should live stream. Maybe when Mandalorian comes out, we should live stream an episode and watch it together.
yeah, I mean, we'll
No bad
probably.
ideas in brainstorm. No bad ideas in brainstorm.
No bad ideas in a brainstorm. That's right. We should discuss that if we want to do that. I think tonight, I mean, we're sorry for a little bit of the technical difficulty. I think the trailer froze a little bit while we were streaming it, but all things considered, I consider that tonight was a success. We had over 100 and at one point 115, 120 viewers watching. So we appreciate everybody watching the trailer with us and listening to our off the wall theories about what we're going to get in this movie.
2 days with day jobs, talking about Star Wars after the kids go to bed.
That's right.
Hey, we don't know a lot, but we love Star Wars.
I agree with you, Andrew. I want an Old Republic trilogy. I think that'd be awesome. And I think the 3 confirmed movies that are happening in 2021 or 2022 and 24 and 26, those 3 movies I have heard are pretty much confirmed to be the Benioff and Weiss movies, who were the showrunners for Game of Thrones. And a popular theory is that they're going to do an Old Republic story.
And it sounds like Rian Johnson's trilogy is dead upon arrival, as much as I hate to say it.
Yeah, I don't know why Rian Johnson would want to make a Star Wars movie at this point.
Maybe he could do a TV show. They say he directed a good episode of Breaking Bad that people loved. I feel like he's a fantastic director. Maybe not a writer-director. I mean, I disagree with that's what I feel like most people say. I think he's a fantastic writer-director.
Well, we'll save that debate for another time. Well, we've actually already had that debate. You can look on our channel and find the Last Jedi video review we did. Joseph and I differ greatly on the value of the Last Jedi and Rian Johnson's ability to handle the Star Wars franchise. So
we watch the trailer one more time?
I just don't know if when I add it as a source to our stream, it just doesn't seem to come through quite that clearly. I think that what we should do is we should film a separate trailer breakdown that people can come back and watch.
Okay.
All right, any other what'd you say?
I'll say this. Overall, not as good as the first teaser trailer a few months ago. Gosh, what, 5, 6 months ago now? But still a fantastic trailer. Look forward to all the TV spots and international trailer. Typically, the international trailer will come out a few weeks later, and we'll have even more new footage, so be on the lookout for that. But I think this was a very good trailer. I kind of love the message of Rey saying, everyone says they know me, but they don't. I love the message at the end. I think it's Luke talking at the end, right? Anyway.
It sounded like they a lot of the voices. That's why I go back and kind of do a breakdown and actually listen and say who's talking in which parts, because it seems like they flip between Luke and Palpatine, and Finn was narrating a little bit of it. There's stuff to be researched, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll end our live stream.
Thank you, everybody. We had,
Follow us
I mean,
on Twitter, follow us on YouTube. Next videos are going to be a lot coming out. The next month's a lot coming out.
that's right. We have a renewed passion for putting out content on the channel.
Well, not only is there a movie, but there's 10 episodes or 8 episodes of The Mandalorian between now and December 27th. So,
Yeah, which honestly will, and then the movie comes out, and then that will roll into hopefully a Cassian Andor series. It'll roll into the Clone Wars series. There's a lot in the next 6 to 8 months of Star Wars content that we're going to be able to enjoy. So, well, Joseph, until the next time, what should these people do?
you know what? We always say at the end of every episode, keep those socks salty.
Keep them salty, people. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we will see you in another video.